Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Kurt, and welcome back to Far Lands or Bust. Here we are, I believe. This is a strange and unusual hidey hole because it was flush with the ground. Hello, my friend. You are not my friend, actually, is what the problem there is. Let's secure the strange and unusual hidey hole of strangeness. Let's grab Wolfie and west. West! Let's head west! Yes, Wolfie! West is where we are going, towards the Far Lands in episode 253 of Far Lands or Bust. Far Lands, Far Lands, Far Lands. Excuse me, our donation, our fundraiser, rather, for Child's Play charity is up to $29,801.78. Who keeps donating the 78 cents? I feel like that is a frequent remainder that we have on the donation number. But yeah, $29,801.78 this season raised for Child's Play charity over at farlandsorbust.com. Thank you very much for all those donations, helping out kids in hospitals around the world, getting them toys, books, and games. It's a great cause to get behind. I got a question on, I believe it was Twitter. I did not make note of your username. I just thought of the question right now, and I will answer it thusly. I think it was on Twitter. Anyway, they asked if, yeah, that was on Twitter. Sorry, I don't remember your username, but they asked if I had ever met any of the people behind Child's Play charity, and or if I had ever received any sort of recognition for Far Lands or Bust and all the funds we have raised over the years. We've been doing this for years, people. That's crazy. To answer the second question, yes, of course. Not that that's the reason that I would be doing this. As you know, I don't need to do this for recognition or anything like that. That's not the point of charity and fundraisers and things like that. But if you go to childsplaycharity.org, you will see Far Lands or Bust is listed under their platinum sponsors because of all the money that you guys have raised. That is not necessarily recognition for me. That's recognition for the Farlanders. That's why it's not like KurtJMac is a platinum sponsor. No, Far Lands or Bust. The Farlanders, you guys, the fans, people who have raised the money for Child's Play charity are the people to thank for that. That, of course, is on the website. They've posted every time we've had a flob-athon to the website calendar. I haven't met anybody from Child's Play charity or Penny Arcade. That's who actually started Child's Play charity. Haven't met anybody. I've talked with them on Twitter and through email. Jamie, Calamity Jamie, I think is her Twitter, is one of the, I forgot her title, but one of the main organizers and overseers of the Child's Play charity organization and fundraisers and community projects, I suppose you could say. I've spoken with her a few times through email and things like that. She helped me set up the new widget that they released after Chip-In went down, the new Child's Play charity widget and things like that, but I haven't met any of them. I am looking forward to, hopefully... Whoa, that's a weird... Disco Shrubs. I don't... Smallest party ever. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, I'm going to PAX Prime this year in Seattle. PAX Penny Arcade Expo. Also, obviously, behind, like I said, Child's Play charity, so hopefully they will be there. I'm assuming they will be there. So maybe I'll get a chance to meet them there at a booth or whatever's going on afterwards or something like that. I'll, like I said, still 3 months away, if you will, and I will, so we'll get further details about that. But sorry, I forgot who asked that question, but it was on Twitter, so hopefully your answer has been questioned, and your question has been answered. Woof. Wolfie agrees with my poor choice of words. But yeah, let's continue on here. As we do. There is probably, well, definitely is going to be in the past tense, but I'm recording this about noon my time. In a few hours, at 4:31 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, Expedition 36 of the International Space Station will be launching on their Soyuz rocket. Like I said, it will have already happened. Hopefully, it will already have happened, and everything is fine and dandy. But a new 3-person crew heading up to meet with the 3 already aboard the International Space Station. Some cool stuff indeed. People going to space. Today, you are going to space. So that's really something cool. Hopefully, I've got some errands to run, so I'm hopefully able to watch it live myself. I'm sure to be retweeting things and tweeting links where you guys can watch those live streams and stuff like that. So, cool stuff indeed. And it's probably going to be a night launch, I'm assuming, since it's 4 Eastern time. Yeah, it's probably going to be a night launch. It's going to be pretty cool. They're doing a new thing with the Soyuz where it used to take at least 2 days for the Soyuz to catch up with and then rendezvous and dock with the International Space Station. The last couple flights and this flight, they are expediting that and making it a 6-hour from launch to docking to the space station, a 6-hour flight, which is a good thing because the Soyuz is no space shuttle. It's no luxury space capsule. It's literally just the 3 seats on the capsule, and then there's the secondary descent stage. So it's really cramped quarters. There's no bathroom on board, so it really harkens back to the Stone Age of manned space flight. So they're trying to find ways to expedite the process so that the astronauts aren't just cooped up for 2 days until they get to the space station. They want to get to where they're going quick. So that's what's going to be happening with this one, so that's cool. Indeed. Indeed. So yeah, just a little bit of a space update. If you missed it, I'm sure that NASA or somebody will post... Look at that tree! Look at that tree. Hold on, I have to go say hello to that tree. I would use a boat, but that seems like a waste. Let's go back here. I just tried to double hit. I just tried to double tap, sprint, and jump, but that doesn't work in this version of the game. Wolfie's just hanging out. There we go. I'm always slightly afraid he will spawn underneath the ice and be trapped. Sorry, I just have to take a little bit of a detour. This place seems kind of cool over here, first of all, but second of all, there's that tree that is just growing, dangling on the precipice of that cliff, defying all logic. You know, because that entire floating slab is logical. It's highly logical. Ooh, that was some weird Kermit Spock voice. Oh, I apologize. Let's see here. Got a bunch of sheep. We're okay-ish on wool. It is the precipice tree. Oh, I thought it was a single block. It's a little bit less dramatic now that it's actually on 2 blocks side by side, but we can't win them all, I guess. What's going on up here? Excuse me. Ooh. Yoink. Single block of coal, single block of coal. I have collected you. Da 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 da. Woof. Ooh. Fancy pants. Whoop. Alright, the sun is setting. I will make a little bit more progress, and then we'll make the elevated hidey hole for the night, and then we will continue with our standard Farlands Bus programming in the morning, where I have a bunch, some questions. I've whittled them down quite well in the last half dozen or so episodes. So we're stretching our questions to their fullest potential here. Let's do that. Let's place down the bed, and I think one more darkness level will do. Wolfie thinks so as well. There we go. Let's go to sleep. a precipiceness. Precipiceness. Sounds like some sort of communicable disease. The questions that I've gotten through donations with the donation widget at farlandsbust.com, you can leave a comment, and in that comment you can leave a message or a question that I might be able to get to here on Farlands Bust. The first question from a donator, from Amazingly Raymond. Oh, it is Amazingly Raymond. Asks, how is Speedy doing? Speedy, for those of you who are new or might not know, is my pet box turtle. It's been featured in a few videos of mine, and also on the last flob-athon I had a Speedy cam. I got a little webcam and brought Speedy's cage into my office, and we had a Speedy cam. Most people have a faced cam. I had a Speedy cam. We could observe Speedy and during certain milestones, fed Speedy on camera and stuff like that. I've had Speedy since I was in the 4th grade. So I would have had to be about 8 years old. So 22 years. At least 22 years I've had Speedy, the pet box turtle. They last forever. Of course, it's kind of coming with a caveat here. I'm slightly concerned for Speedy. She hasn't eaten in a while, and you all know, you've seen the video, you've seen the flob-athon perhaps, where I've fed Speedy. She's quite voracious when it comes to eating mealworms. That is her food of choice. But lately she's been ignoring them. I take her out to feed her, as I do normally, and she just is uninterested and walks away, and it's been a good 3, maybe 4 weeks since she's eaten. The last time I tried, she ate 1 mealworm, and then kind of just walked away. And I'm like, that's a good-ish sign that she's eating a little bit, but not good in that she's kind of ignoring the mealworms. I'm not sure what to do, to be honest. And I've tried, okay, maybe she's out, no more with the mealworms. I've tried the fruit, vegetables, anything, cut up strawberries, bananas, lettuce, nothing, bupkis. So a little bit concerning, and I've looked up, and I know, hold on, I'm going to get a bunch of comments. Everybody's going to have so many suggestions. Perhaps some of you own reptiles or pets, saying this or that or the other. I've looked up on the internet. You guys are happy. I've looked up on the internet things about that, and it is, it's a common problem among turtles and reptiles to suddenly stop wanting to eat, say they're sick, or they have something. Ho, where'd you come from, my friend? You're very interested in me from that distance. Oh my god. Wolfie, no. That's weird. He saw me from a far away. A lot of people ask why I don't bother to attack or defend myself against creepers. Mostly for Wolfie's sake, to be honest with you. I don't want to accidentally knock him into a creeper or knock a creeper into him. Ow. And have him take a bunch of damage. Oh, I'm going to guess he came from there. Creeper house. Ooh. Zombie house. You guys are idiots in this version. You don't seek out shelter when you burn in the flames of the fire of the sun. Sorry, Speedy. But yeah, I'm gonna get a bunch of comments, I'm sure. And I know I can't claim to be the greatest pet owner, reptile owner of all time. In general, turtles they say they're supposed to be kept outdoors. I don't have a yard in order to keep her outdoors. They're supposed to be kept in, like, actual dirt and grass where they can forage and dig and things like that. I don't. I have her in a glass cage, which isn't the greatest, they say, because it causes stress. Turtles they just want to constantly try to get out of the glass cage, and etc., etc., etc. I don't necessarily feed Speedy the best, when she did eat anyway, the best diet. It's supposed to be a little bit more varied, a little bit more... Careful, Wolfie. Oh god, just spawn down here, why don't you? Nope! Speaking of poor pet ownership. Get out of here. Hey, sit! Oh, well done. Have a seat right there. Let's feed you. You'll still eat, I know that much. Oh man, you require a bunch. There we go. So yeah, I don't know. I'm keeping an eye on it, and like I said, I've looked stuff up, and there's information. Oh, try this or that or the other, and then there's directions on how to force feed your turtle. I'm like, I don't want to go that route. Other people say, oh, bring it to a vet, and I'm like, I really don't know any vets. I've never taken Speedy to a vet. I don't know many vets who would even take care of a reptile or a turtle. Though I'd probably take it into a vet and be like, your turtle's not eating. Yeah, that's why I brought it in. Okay, that's all we could do. That'll be $300. So yeah, I don't know. She still gets out and sits in the little heat lamp that I have and gets in and out of her water bowl from now and again. Just not eating very regularly. I'll try again today, of course. Ooh, that's quite the lava flow. But otherwise, other than that, she's still Speedy. And this isn't the first time. There have been times, it used to be before she was really into mealworms and worms and stuff, where she would only eat corn. Only corn. And then there was a time where she stopped eating that, and I'm like, okay, let's try other things. Worms, strawberries she went to for a little bit, and this and that. And so, it's a phase. She's in her early 20s. She's going through a phase. So yeah, thank you very much for the question about Speedy, and I'm sorry I didn't have any better news to supply you with about my pet box turtle, but hopefully we'll get things turned around soon, and hopefully it doesn't have to resort to force feeding or anything like that, because I really don't want to do that at all. That is not on my agenda of things I wanted to do in my life, force feed a box turtle. Wolfie agrees. Another question from a donator. Let's hop in a boat and walk on the boat. Let's see here. Oh, well, I guess along the same lines of pet problems. From Gyro Blade, sound like a superhero. If something unfortunate were to happen to Wolfie, would you consider getting a new wolf? Possibly. Oh, surfing. Possibly. I don't know. I've done a good job of keeping care of Wolfie. Of course, on the occasion that something did unfortunately happen in the last flob-athon, it was unfortunately a glitch. So I went back, and it was a dramatic... what's the word I'm looking for? Rescue. Oop. A dramatic rescue of our companion. We invoked the hidey hole paradox, went back and got Wolfie. I've always said, and you never know until it happens. Oh, that doesn't work. Until it happens, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but, I could potentially go back and recover the real Wolfie, or I could just find another wolf, and we could just say, okay, whatever wolf we get here is Wolfie, just the fact that I have a wolf is kind of a theme in Far Lands or Bust, and actually it follows me everywhere. It follows me to Ultra Hardcore and other series and my fan art and other stuff like that, so... Ooh, this is gonna go a long way. Ah. Whoop, hi. Whoa, don't get wanged with a... Oh, that's not gonna... Come on. I'll get you all the way to the ocean if I... Oh, I can't. Well, that was... the college try. Didn't quite make it, but that's as much time as I'm planning on wasting on that. Woof. So yeah, I don't know. You'll just have to tune in to find out. Every single episode, please. A little thumbs up every episode doesn't hurt either. Oh, shameless. There's a good one. All the way into the cave. Ah. Oh well. So yeah, thank you for that question. And the donation, of course, to Child's Play Charity. Let's... I can probably make a little bit more progress before the sun sets. Alley up. Ah, get up. Boop, bop, beep. Boop, hello, beep, and a boop. And a boop. And a bop. And asleep. Dope. Why? It seems like this. Anyway, it's so random. I don't quite understand the sleeping. This darkness level, right? Yes. And a sleepiness. I don't understand the sleeping, the guy says. After 253 episodes of sleeping, at least twice per episode, most of the time 3 times per episode, he still does not understand the sleeping. Let's see here. I have a question from the comments. Woof. Nolderilvin. Nolderilvin. There's a lot of L's that don't seem to belong in that word. Asked, what do you think about Co-Star's retirement from YouTube? I don't personally think I have much of a say. I knew Co-Star. I've spoken with him a couple times, not like literally, but through like Twitter and Facebook, not Facebook, and YouTube and stuff, but, or have I? No, I don't think I've even played with him before on anything. I'm trying to think. No. But yeah, anyway, for those who don't know, Co-Star is one of the many original, I guess, Minecraft YouTubers who recently posted a video that said he'll no longer be posting videos to his YouTube channel anymore. He still does co-op stuff and appears in other people's videos. I know he's doing a few co-op series with Vidya and Co-Star, or not Co-Star, yeah, he's doing co-op videos with himself. Vidya and Paul Source Jr. and X. They had a Terraria thing going on, but he said he's no longer posting to his channel because he wants to focus on other things and etc. etc. And I can't say that Co-Star is one of the original channels I used to watch. I really started with X, and he recently uploaded like an hour-long Minecraft video of a new series he's starting, and he talked about Co-Star quitting and where he thinks his channel is going and Minecraft in general and blah, 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 blah. So, yeah, I mean, from that, you know, I think I learned about Co-Star through probably when Etho and the BWO and Good started doing the Race for Wool thing. As many people, that was a very marked point in the history of when people found out about this or that or Mindcrack or the other, you know, Vex maps and stuff like that. So a turning point, if you will, for the good. And I will say, though, I do remember very specifically a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, probably a little bit over 2 years ago, when they did make the update. Well, it was probably less than 2 years ago then, when they made the update in Minecraft from 1.7.3, which is what we're in right now, to 1.8, and there was the big hullabaloo, and I did a test, and a lot of other people did a test, where if you had a world... Oh god, I thought that was like a bird or something in the distance. I'm like, what is this in the sky? No, just a floating block of snow-covered dirt. When they made the change, and if you had a world... like I have right here in 1.7.3. Wolfie, don't push me. Oh, you just pushed yourself. And then you transferred it to 1.8 with the new terrain generation. It seemed that in any direction you went into the new chunks, you were just in an endless ocean. And then my suspicion was further confirmed when I had the 292-202 monument. Or not the 292-202 monument, when I had the 292-202 seed, which ended up being a completely ocean world, pretty much, obviously, but I made a series out of it. I remember on Twitter kind of complaining about it, and then I saw Co-Star's video where he did the same thing, and he popped out in an endless ocean. And I remember him replying, or I replied to him on Twitter, and then he replied to me about it, or posted on each other's videos, something like that. I remember an interaction between myself and Co-Star, and that was really kind of one of the first moments where I'm like, ooh, I had a connection with a famous YouTuber, and meanwhile my channel had probably less than 5,000 subscribers at the time. So I do remember that as kind of a moment, I suppose you could say. I didn't make that big of a deal out of it. As you know, I don't personally put that much stock in the quote-unquote YouTube fame situation, etc., or whatever. You know, they're normal people. I'm a normal person. Ko's a normal person, obviously, and whatever. But that's kind of my one particular co-star memory. So the fact that he's decided to stop with YouTube is a perfectly fine. It's his own decision. It's what he wants to do. I'm sure. I hope people wouldn't be upset, even though based on yesterday when YouTube was kind of derping up and then everybody just started to freak out. I don't know what that was about. Okay, you don't get a video. Let's not get angry. So I could see where there might be a few unfortunate trolls, I guess you could call them, who will take personal exception, or they'll feel somewhat as if they, what's the word I'm looking for? As if they're owed, like, videos or something like that. I don't know. It's a strange thing sometimes that you run into. But yeah, that, you know, that's up to him. I had a question a few episodes ago, or maybe last episode, where people were asking if I would ever leave YouTube on my own accord. Oh, this water seems to continue. I'm like, I don't know. I'm sure there would be certain situations that could warrant it, or could warrant that decision, whether they be good or bad. Whoop, 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 there we go. And I would hope that I would be able to, you know, post a similar video to say thanks for all the fish so long, but I still, in the end, would feel, even if I would have to stop it as a full-time gig, I could still occasionally put up videos. At least, like I've always said, Far Lands or Bust, continue this, because it's a never-ending story, that's for sure. So yeah, I don't particularly have any opinions or deep thoughts about Co-Star's situation, other than that I obviously hope him the best of luck. I'm sure, like I said, he won't just disappear from the internet entirely. He's on Twitter and etc. And he still plays video games and shows up in other people's videos just for fun and stuff like that. So it's not like he's fallen off the face of the earth. So best of luck in his future endeavors away from YouTube, whatever they may be, and indeed, and thanks for, I guess, inspiring some of the earliest of YouTubers out there, even if I might not have been one of the original fans of his channel. I know a lot of people like Good, B00, Etho, other people started their own series based on how much they enjoyed his. So indeed. Beep, boop, bop. No, wait a minute. Sorry. I had Ko on the first flob-athon. Yeah! Now I remember. I'm getting so old and forgetful. Yeah, he was on the first flob-athon as a guest. He came on at the same time as Good, I think. I think I had them all together at the same time because they were doing the Race for Wool thing. Yeah, okay, now I remember. I'm like, I swear I've talked to him before on Skype or something, and that was it. I have deduced my own poor memory, I guess. Good job, Kurt. You could figure out how your own brain doesn't work. Let me get a quick question out of the way here from a donator. From Fail to Lol. Lol. Shh. From Fail to Lol. You don't notice anything in the background. Are you ever going to play Toka Race Driver 3 again? Again. He said it with that inflection on the sharp I. Which you could... Oh, perhaps you can go through the Supercar V8 campaign. Fail to Lol. No, because it doesn't run on Windows 7. And a lot of people, I'm sure, will link me to searches or fixes or registry tweaks and all that stuff. But I am simply not the type of person to go through such trouble just just to play an old video game. It's a great video game. Toka Race Driver 3 is by Codemasters, the same people who make Formula 1, and now they've changed the Toka series into the Grid series, which unfortunately has become far, far more arcade-style racing than the Toka series was. Very, maybe not all the way, but it was a simulator game, and it had so many. It was great because there was, like I've said before, everything from monster trucks to go-karts to Formula 1 to the V8 supercars to what are those little the dirt track racers, sprint cars, that's what they're called. It's a great game, and I wish I could play it, but it doesn't run on Windows 7 natively, and that's just an unfortunate thing indeed. There is Grid 2, I believe just might have came out. I had Grid 1, I did a few videos in Grid 1. It is alright, and we might, it's a Codemasters game. I don't know if once we're done with this Formula 1 season, I don't know if Beef would be up for playing Grid 2, or maybe, I don't even know what the multiplayer situation is like. Maybe we can have more than just 2 players. I don't know, it seems very, very arcadey, and you know, I'm not a fan of like your Need for Speeds or your other similarly arcadey racers, so who knows? You'll just have to subscribe. Bling! I had like a little tooth twinkle there, like an advertisement, except you couldn't see it because I don't have a face cam. So you could subscribe and find out what perhaps will come of a racing series, perhaps or perhaps not, in Grid 2 or another game, who knows? So yeah, thanks for that question and the donation, and all the donations, of course, which you can keep giving at farlandsofbus.com. There's a convenient leak? The ceiling's leaking. There's a convenient link in the end slate of every Farlands or Bust video that says donate, where that will take you directly to the homepage of farlandsofbus.com, and you can use the donation widget, the official Child's Play charity donation widget on the homepage to give. I appreciate it. These zombie noises are kind of concerning, but I think we'll be alright to sleep here. I guess we'll find out in the next episode, but until then, thanks so much for watching. My name is Kurt. I will see you next time.